Just give me just a second. Okay, here we go. Okay guys, this is the extremely short demonstration of how these Popl works. This is a Popl right here. And I'm also using a new fancy camera. I finally got the camera to work. So let me just pull up comments. Not sure how to do comments from this thing. This is what I wanted to test. I wanted to see if we could schedule Facebook Lives. Anyways, this is a scheduled Facebook Live. Hey, Amy. Thanks for always being a supporter. Hey, Krista. Okay, so here's the Popl, right? It is very small. And it is, I'm just going to hold it a little closer here. Come on, buddy. Oh, focus, focus. We have the camera. I wanted to use the DSLR, so this camera is very far away from me, but I'm just trying to get it to work. Okay, so we have the Popl on the back. It's sticky, 3M tape. And then I have a phone here that this would be my end user's phone, and this is my personal phone that I have set the Popl up through. So if anybody's wondering what these are, people in the group were asking about them, and I said I'd buy one and be the test guinea pig if we thought it would be an effective way to have people pay you, let's say at a porch pop-up, instead of a QR code, you could use a Popl. And I'm going to show you how it works, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts if my grandmother could figure it out. I think my grandmother could, but I don't think many grandmothers could. So let me just show you what we're dealing with. So this is the one. So I'm just going to start these phones for nothing. This is 2 Android phones. I have heard, I do not have Apple devices, but I have heard the Popl's a little more finicky with those type devices. So, hey Tempe. It's just me, Tempe. Corey's not here. You just have to do, it's not me talking to myself, it's just me talking. I can pretend I'm Corey. So the one important thing, a lot of these new phones come with NFC readers, and that is what you have to have turned on. So here I have this phone pulled up. I'm gonna just turn it towards the screen a bit. Come on, buddy, focus. Okay, and I'm gonna swipe right here. And then you can see right here, I have the NFC reader on. If this is turned off, none of this works. So that's my one weird thought about if people come and they're wondering why it doesn't work. Older phones don't have this option. A lot of the newer phones do, and a lot of it's turned on. It's the same way that people use their credit card to pay with their phone. So it's the thing that you would tap with the credit card reader, you tap it and your credit card would be charged. It's using this feature, which is what the Popl is based off of. So I'm going to show you, demonstrate what it looks like on my end from the person who owns the Popl and then the person who's going to pay you at a live. So the thing is, your NFC readers are right here on your phone, behind the screen, right? So when I come and I hold the Popl, so I pretend this is like stuck to something, it's not just in my hand, and I hold it to the back here, it pulls up the Popl app that you get when you create the account. So again, you're looking at somebody, this is Heather, I'm the baker, I'm going to do the farmer's market, I'm setting this up. So I did not realize, and this is my huge problem with this, it's pretty cool, but you have to pay monthly to get customization. This right now, this is the one-time fee. I think I have a coupon. I found a coupon code. It's like capital, all caps, finance, 20% off. So I got 20% off this. I think it brought it down to like 12 bucks or 10 bucks. And this is $0 because I'm not paying for it. This is the business one, and everything here is a paid function, and it's $4.99 a month. Do I like recurring costs? No. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like without this and some possible workarounds, but it is very limiting. So I can set up my Twitter account. You can see that I've done that here. It says Twitter, and then it says I can change the title if I do pro. In this app, everything says pro next to it because that's the paid. So there's no other tiers other than free or $4.99 a month. Can you turn it on and turn it off as an event? Like if you were just doing an event in June and then maybe again in August, maybe I think you could. So you're looking at $10 investment for those 2 months. But I'd assume maybe you'd have to reconfigure everything. So I have the TikTok set up, it just asks for the handle. So now if anyone came here, which I'll show you on this phone in a second, if they came here, you could click here and go straight to TikTok. So this is right now, the free account is social media profiles. The paid account is more payment portals, which is why they get you with the pro account. So scrolling down, got Pinterest, same thing, LinkedIn, same deal. I can link it to a company page, but I can't change the title unless I have it paid. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, so Corey says this is so crispy. This is one thing I did spend a lot of my week on now because I said I was going to do it before and I didn't. We're using a Sony A7C DSLR camera as the webcam for my computer. And I thought it was going to take a lot more setup. It's just the cable that comes with the camera plugged into your computer and one app that Sony makes. And I know Canon makes one too. So the one thing, where's this little device? This camera films in 4K. You guys are not seeing it in 4K because I don't have this installed yet. I needed a different cable, but this is HDMI to USB, and I needed a longer cable to do the camera to USB-C. And the one I purchased wasn't being read. So really neat though, right? Look, you could teach class like this. Back to my Popl. Instagram, if you haven't followed us on Instagram yet, it's sugarcookiemarketing_, which is the bane of my existence. And then we have, okay, a little bit more of the business stuff. So what I hate is it uses the Safari icon for the website. And I think they do that on purpose because a lot of people, this is my workaround. If I could make a landing page that took you to a page that had all the payment options, we could circumvent the $4.99. But I think they go out of their way to make it a little confusing. I can't add anything. All I could do is I could remove all of these and have just the website, and somebody could come, tap the Popl, they'd click to the website, and it would be a landing page. I know Tembi does this on her sites. It would be a landing page for like Venmo, Apple Pay, whatever you want. So that would be the workaround. Do I think your end user would get it? I'm not sure. You'd have to almost have instructions with it. Let me make sure there's no questions. I don't have iPhones. Great. Okay, great. So you can do obviously text. So if you text this, it takes you to the number that we say in the podcast, and then www. So here I have it going to our website, sugarcookiemarketing.com. If you haven't gone there yet, we send out a freebie email with some copy when I get around to it. It takes me about 2 years, but I promise you I'll send it out soon again. Okay, this is Popl. So I close out here. Again, once I connected the Popl button with the app, it's always connected to this. With the pro account, hold on, buddy. Okay, hold on. And this is the glitchy part that people said, is it doesn't always get it. So I'm going to close out the app, try it again. So Popl, back of phone, and then it shows up. Here's a few things I've noticed. I've taken the case off this phone. I use a case that mounts to a motorcycle or a car. It's quad lock, but it's very thick. This Popl doesn't work well with this at all. It doesn't work well when people have pop sockets because most people put their pop sockets right there, and that is where the NFC reader is. It's just, you'd almost have to just a couple more times. Corey had her phone here, I could show because we were having some issues with that one. I did take the case off these two phones, and so this is it. I'm going to take you to the edit. I can add a logo, but I think this is a pro feature. So again, you're just going to meet a bunch of, hey, well, you got to pay. It's just really restrictive if you do not pay for it. I could change the cover photo, birthday. I could add Snapchat, but we're not on Snapchat. But if this was, again, if I was a business networking person, maybe I'd have these. You have YouTube, which we haven't set up yet. Twitch, I don't think I'm good enough at playing games. WhatsApp, which we don't use, but if you used it and you're still using the free account, you could do that. If you had a business location, a brick and mortar, like Greg's Cheesecake Store, you could add an address there. So when he meets people, hey, connect with my business on using Popl. Also stop by, here's the address. You could turn that one. We don't have it, so we don't have an address for Sugar Cookie Marketing. It didn't matter to me. FaceTime. Again, that's pro. It sounds like a nightmare if someone FaceTimed you. Spotify does not connect to a playlist. So I thought, hey, we have Spotify podcast. Can I connect it here? Absolutely not. It connects to a user. So that one didn't work. Apple Music, SoundCloud, I didn't try because we're not on there. Now here's the payment ones. So I can connect. So you're like, oh, look, Venmo, PayPal. They're Venmo, PayPal personal accounts, not business accounts. So that was a problem with their Linktree. Is kind of like what we use as Shorebees, a little link landing page. You could connect there, and if your Linktree had custom, which I know Linktree is paid as well, but if your Linktree had custom things, could you send people to Venmo from there? I think you could. So I think there's some workarounds, but I'm not sure if it justifies not just paying $5. If this was saying you got your OnlyFans account for you guys out there, that's a pro feature, and Yelp, which is pro, and I could do podcasts, but again, paid. So you're going to just see a lot of paid features. And then, so here's the thing. Popl Ambassador, you could make commissions. How many people do I think you're going to scan your Popl and want to buy one? I don't know, but it allows you to put the banner on your account, and when somebody clicks through the banner, you make commissions. Yeah, okay. Let me just check Facebook. When did I put them on the Popl? Karen, I am so sorry. I'll talk sooner. Okay, so this was Popl as the person who owns the Popl. Now move this phone aside, and this is our work phone. So this phone has nothing about Popl on it. It does have the NFC reader turned on, and that is it. Nothing's been changed to this phone. It just exists. So let's pretend I'm an end user. Let me unlock him real quick. Okay, got my screen. Yeah, I don't change the backgrounds of my screens. They're always the stock one. Got my Popl, so let's pretend Popl is just there, laying on top. There it triggers. Now it's opening the web browser. So for people who do not have the Popl app, which you do not need to have, your end user doesn't need the app. They don't need anything. They just need the NFC reader turned on. Then it takes me to this. So look, it's branded. Tap here to get your Popl. Cannot take that off unless I pay. I can add a contact and I can connect. I can go to TikTok. These are all accounts I set up on the other phone. Email, text, website call. Patent pending. A lot of branding from Popl on here. I think all the branding goes away, and I'll pull that up in a second. It all goes away when you pay for it. So, do I think it's worth it? It's an alternative to a QR code, but better than a QR code, you could send them to giant links to Venmo, PayPal, and stuff like that. It takes a lot less thought, a lot less printed paper. I just imagine, what if you did a porch pop-up and you weren't outside, and your 80-year-old grandmother comes in and it says, scan Popl for payment. Is she gonna get it? Do you have to have like, hey, welcome, this is Popl, here's how it works, put your phone on it? I am not sure that people would get it. However, in the Facebook group, people who use Popl love it. It is a low buy-in. I mean, the code that Honey pulled up was finance, all caps, like from top to bottom. $10, not bad. If I were a networking person, this would make a ton of sense to do the free one. However, if I were a business owner and I was at a farmer's market and I wanted a Popl, I think you'd have to do the paid one. And then I think people would kind of get it. So like, tap your phone here. I think my grandmother could figure it out and be like, oh, it's interesting. And then she'd go take it into Venmo. A lot of people who don't even have Venmo accounts don't care about this anyways. They're going to pay you in cash. So there we go. That is that. So I'm going to just pull up. I have a Facebook Live running here so I can see what you guys are seeing. But I'm going to pull up and show you the screen of Popl's website. Let me make sure I'm centered on my fancy camera. Okay, so here is Popl.com. I'm going to show you what they sell. They sell a ton of these, and you can get custom ones. You can get the black one, which is obviously the one I got. These iridescent ones. You can get keychains. This bracelet, you wear it, it works the same way. They're all just NFC readers, just housed in different things. You can get them bigger. There's a bigger one. You can get this big scanny thing. I am not sure what these squares are, but I have to go back and look. I was buying the cheapest stuff. And then you can, so there's a sale of $12.99. But with the discount code, you know, Popl Pro. Okay, here's the $4.99 a month, 2-week free trial. So you could try it out and see if you liked it, but let's see the comparison. So we got the free column here, Pro. This is what they say. Both can create user profiles. Everything gets down to here. Popl's big thing is, hey, we'll tell you who clicked through. We'll tell you the analytics, how many people scanned your Popl, what they did with it. It integrates with CRM programs. It's customer relationship management. So you could say, hey, Popl, this person scanned it, they added a contact, put this contact information here, which I know we talk about in the group and no one does it. That CRM program. How would your info work if you downgraded and upgraded as needed? Let me ask, and this is what I think you could do, is you could upgrade your account to the paid and downgrade it, but I think it's for the entire month. So you pay $4.99 for the month, and let's say now you had one event, great, you got your money's worth. The next 2 months you have nothing going on. I think you can downgrade your account and then turn it back on. Let's say if we have a Christmas class or something, or we're doing some other pop-up, then I turn it back on to $4.99. The only thing I don't know is if it saves your settings. So if you did all the setup, changed your icons, and then downgrade your account, I'm not sure if it wipes that data and you'd have to set it up again. Not the end of the world. Pretty simple, but just something to consider. Business analytics, basic analytics. So you get a lot of stuff. Because I don't have a paid account, I can't tell you what it does. Not to mention we don't have people that would scan this Popl anyways. You can add your business logo. I did like that. I think it's a little bit of a hostage situation that you can't do that yourself. A customizable contact card, that was at the top there, so you can add someone to your Popl contacts. It's different from, clicking to their Twitter. It's creating a contact card that Popl manages. Custom icons and titles, so everything that was labeled Twitter, I could change it to Tweet Me, or I could change the logo at the top to not be Twitter. The www, their website, I could change it to website and change the icon to Chrome instead of what they were using, Safari. get daily pop analytics, manage up to 2 Popl profiles. So right now I have 1 Popl, 1 phone. That's all you get on that one. You'd have to upgrade it to have 2 Popls, and then it sounds like you max out with 2 Popls. Why you'd need more than that? I guess if you had, 2 businesses, a brick and mortar, or let's say you had a Popl for a farmer's market, and then you wanted payment different for, I don't know, like your pop-up or something. Embedded videos, I thought that was pretty neat. So you could create this nice video. Hey, I'm Heather with Sugar Cookie Marketing. Thank you so much. Here's my sales pitch. Buy from me. If it was maybe like a porch pop-up, you could tell them like, hey, here's how to keep your cookies fresh. Don't put them in the freezer. Do this, thaw that. Here's the icing and things like that. And then the CRM integration. So do I think Popl is a cool idea? Yes. Do I think my grandmother could figure it out? Yes. Do I think people would find it very nifty and it takes a lot of stress of having to manage your QR codes, sending different profile links, asking for those reviews? We say send them in an email. Popl would kind of solve that at the discounted price that I got, $10.99 or whatever it was, 20% off. On the non-paid version, I'd say, yeah, I don't think you have much to lose. I think it is a good idea. For most of us, though, I think you would have to upgrade to the $4.99 a month plan to get the true value of it. So I know people said I was talking too fast. I'm going to just show you one more time a demonstration. I'll lie that one away. So here we have the phone that doesn't have Popl app. Here's the phone I used to set it up. Have my Popl button. There you go. Have the phone. I'm going to flip this one over. When the touch is right back here, my phone vibrates to say that it worked, and that Popl app pulls up. Here I can edit these things. I don't have analytics, right? So it says unlock more with Popl Pro. All the stuff I can't do because I don't have Popl Pro. The app should be called You Don't Have Popl Pro, because that's basically what you see constantly. Things like that. Okay. Great. Now here's the phone that has nothing. This phone is just a phone. It has nothing about Popl on it. I never installed anything. Flip it over. Take my Popl. I can feel it vibrated, so it worked. And then it pulls up in the web browser on my phone, just like you would scan a QR code in the company's website. Shows up, same idea. You got all these things right here. So I'm going to click, I'm not sure if I have Facebook on this, but let's try it. Facebook just once. And then I have it opening directly to Facebook, which I don't have signed in because I do not use this phone for anything but work. Maybe we could try, I'll be honest, I don't have anything. I'll just try the website. I clicked it, and now it's taken me directly to the website, right? Which, if you scroll down here, you could sign up for that freebie I talked about. Okay, cool. But that's it. I get it. I get it. For this price, it's not $100. So if it was $100, I'd be like, stick with your QR code. For not $100, I would say definitely have it in your arsenal. If you tested out an event, again, you get 2 weeks of the Pro free. So I would say purchase this, sign up for the 2 weeks free right before your event, and see how people liked it. If they liked it, if it made your life easier, if you had to do less, if you were worried less, if people are like, wow, this is so neat, I love it, I'm going to say that I don't think it is a waste of money. I think it would be a good deal. So guys, this is extremely short, and I tested how to schedule a live in the group, and then I tested the DSLR camera, so I'm going to say this is a win. Oh, wait. Tammy's coming in with a better coupon code. If you use POPLA Popl app, so POPLAPP, all caps, you get 30% off. So that's so much better. But, okay, guys, I think that's great. If you have any questions, let me know. It's pretty basic, so I don't know that I have too many answers. Oh, I appreciate it.